Welcome, welcome. If you're here, say hi. Happy that you guys can make it. And thanks for stopping in and watching this video. So, here, let me pull that closer so you can hear me. So, today's topic is the difference maker, you know? And it's titled Know Your Why. Um, I think it's such an important topic because is rarely talked about, really. Is rarely articulated this way, even in how our day-to-day lives go. People don't really speak this language, uh, yet it's the difference maker. So I want to talk about that today, and not just kind of my viewpoint of it. Maybe we can even go through an exercise so you can start your journey in living a much more happy, fulfilled, purpose filled life. So that's what it's all about, though. When you start hearing people say, live on purpose, or they found their groove, they're vibing, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. What are they really talking about? You with me? This is what they're talking about. They discovered why. You know, there's a quote, I forgot who said it, and I'm paraphrasing. There's two important days in your life: the day you were born and the day you find out why. Right? So, what is this why? So, let's talk about this, okay? And what I mean by the language is not really spoken in this realm is just listen to when people are talking and what they're asking. You know, how many people ask you, what do you do? Or they ask you, how do you do that? Right? Rarely do people say, why are you doing it? Or why are you doing that? Right? It almost seems like almost never, really. Because I've been in business now for 17 years. People always ask, what do you do? How do you do this? Very rarely, almost never, I would say, people ask, why are you doing it? Right? And the why is where that extra mile is, right? Is where all creativity is where that grit, the juice, that's all why. That's all heart. When you hear people say that's all heart, right? I'm not an expert at this, as you can probably already tell. When it comes to, let's say, running a marathon, um, I run my mouth, my mind runs all the time. I rarely physically run, right? Although I can, pretty decent at it too. Um, but the cool thing about the marathon run, now correct me if I'm incorrect, okay? Some of you guys might educate me in the chat here. Why it's impressive is because there's a certain point in a marathon where physically your body has supposed to be drained of all resources and energy. And anything past that point is all mind and all heart. Why are we doing it as opposed to the physical realm, right? That's why it's so cool to watch those things. And I'm such a big sports fan because when it goes to that last little bit where all champions become champions, a lot of times they found out how to tap into this why as opposed to the how. Okay? So that's where all the juice is, guys. It enhances what the how is, and it enhances what the what is all about if you understand why you're doing it. Okay? And I've been distracted many times. I've been off track many times. And it seems like the only thing that can bring me back to where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to do and be happy, really, is going back to my why. Okay? So let's talk about that a little bit more. How would be the mind? How am I doing it? Right? What would be the physical? Okay? The why would be the heart, the soul, the spirit. You know, so when you say body, mind, and soul, that's the how. The what would be the physical, and then the spirit and the soul would be the why. And it's so important. Now, in 17 years now, as I continue to expand my business, I don't ask for resumes, right? Because the resumes tells me what? It tells me what they've done. It tells me their level of education. It definitely tells me about their past more so than their future. Rarely do people on the resume can illustrate to you their why. All right. So all these years as we expand and grow and interview, we always sit down and have a conversation. Why are you here? Why are you sitting here right now? Why are you a fit? Why? What about this that you've seen that caught your interest, that fires you up, that motivates you? And these are the questions we always ask, because the why is more important than the how and the what. It's like a GPS, right? The why is like GPS. You ever set something in your Google Maps, right? After you punch in the destination, and then your current spot would be your current location. That's your why. That's your end destination, right? It's where you want to go. And then afterwards, it starts popping up different options. If you were to drive, this is how long it'll take. If you're to walk, this is how long it'll take. If you ride a bicycle, this is how long it'll take. And it'll start charting the path for you. So if we don't understand that end destination, the how just doesn't matter. All right. So once we know that why, everything just appears. All right. So even when it comes to talking about me getting off track and getting back on, you ever feel lazy, or you hear someone say, oh, he's being lazy, or they're not lazy, they're unmotivated, they don't know their life purpose on why they're here. Once you know your why, man, you wake up, you go. And even one of my previous videos, I called it good tired. You go to bed, you're beat, however, you're happy. Why? Because you spent the day working on your life's purpose, on what it is that you believe you were put here to do. That's what drives people. So if you start to understand the why and the purpose, that overrides everything, right? You see that now too. I think it was Google. I forgot the percentage. Is a pretty decent sized one. The percentage of people that work for Google doesn't have a university degree, right? So we start to see this more and more and more, and we're starting to be able to articulate it in ways where people can hopefully find that. So I'll give you some examples, and you can go through it with yourself too. So let's say, what does this person do? Let's say he's a fitness trainer. That's what he does. Essentially, he shows people how to get in shape. How I hold them accountable. I show them how to lift weights. I show whatever it might be, right? Now, why are you doing it? I'm here to help people look and feel their best and build self-confidence. Like, wouldn't that be cool if someone asked, this is just how the world works, right? If I was a fitness trainer and people ask, hey, what do you do? And you go, man, I help people look and feel the best and be at the ultimate peak state and have maximum self-confidence. What is that person thinking? What the heck is that? That sounds cool. What do you do? Well, I'm a fitness trainer, right? So you see the difference between what you do, how you do it, and the why. Let's say someone's a writer. What do you do? I write. Man, that's boring. Like that's and it's normal that we answer that way because that's how we're asked, right? However, if you understand this, anytime someone asks you how or what you do, answer with the why, and just watch their face is insane, right? So what do? I help people tap into their ultimate creativity and imagination. Damn, what is that? You're a writer, right? How about a police officer? What do? Serve and protect. You understand what I'm saying? That's the difference between what it is that you do, how you do it, and why you do it. So let's say someone's in law. It's the fighting for the just, right? There's this battle between just and unjust, and the lawyer, that's what they're here to do, right? How they do it and what they do is almost irrelevant. That's the boring stuff. So you start to understand the difference. How you can distinguish this is your purpose is always outward focus, is always to serve something else. So you ask yourself, okay, if I were to do what I do, the people who I do it for, how does it affect them? That's your why. Okay? So the fitness trainer, he helps people stay accountable, lift weights, all these good things. The people who he does it for, what does this mean for them? How does it affect and impact them? Well, it helps them look and feel the best and build self-confidence. That's the why. Writer writes. Okay? How does it affect the people that read it? Man, it causes their creativity and imagination to go. Okay, well, that's the why. So every time someone asks you what you do now, give them the why answer. Give them the how does it affect other people answer. And just watch that. I think that's so cool because we rarely talk about these things, yet that's probably what matters most. And we're not taught to think that way. As a matter of fact, we're taught to think about resumes, what's on your diploma, what's the letters behind your name, uh, what's your job description. Like, who cares, right? It's not the juice. So that's kind of my talk for today, and hopefully help you distinguish the difference between that why and the how and the what that we do, right? So start talking that language, start thinking that language, start jotting things down in that format, and hopefully you discover your why in why you're doing what you're doing, right? So if you want to kind of do me a favor, just so I can study this topic a little bit more in the comments, maybe you can tell me what you do, and then you can go and write why you do it. And I think you're gonna blow me away. I'm excited to read some of those and see. And every time I read the why, man, you guys bring a smile to my face. Every time I hear what or how you do it, that's boring stuff to me, right? Although just for exercise wise, let's type in, this is my job description, this is my job title, this is what I do. Man, this is why I do it. And once you start distinguishing the two, every time someone in the future now asks you what you do, give them that why answer, and just watch how people around you change, man. It's going to be pretty neat to go and try that out. Give me your feedback. Let me know when you do answer that way, how people react, how their facial expressions are, how you feel, right? And let's keep that conversation going. Let's see where that goes. So I hope you guys got some value from that today. Is live a purpose life, know your why. That's the difference maker. That's where the juice is all at. And hopefully you can go through this little exercise and discover your why and start to answer in that lingo, that language, that dream language. You with me? Okay. Hope you guys got value from that. Now is the long wait. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I won't see you for a few days. I will be posting every day, although I won't come back live until Wednesday, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I hope you guys got value from that. If you do, hit me a like, send me a comment, share. You never know who can use it. So like, comment, and share. And I appreciate you guys stopping in. All right. Have a good day. Bye, guys.